Welcome or welcome back. In today's Jiu-Jitsu rolling commentary, I'm rolling with my coach, Nate Morrison. He's wearing a sweatshirt. So I immediately go for the drawstring ties to go for a little collar choke. It'd be even better to put like the hood over and just cinch it. All right, so Nate Morrison has a BJJ Fanatics instructional on butterfly sweeps. Nate Morrison's butterfly sweeps are amazing. And in order to get a sweep, you need control of that arm, that far side leg, which he does with his foot, and you need a butterfly hook, which you can see with his left leg. And you see how you need control of the post, and the post needs to be near the torso. That way, it's less of a post. Now here, if I just would have taken my right leg and hooked behind it, I could have had an outside trip. He knows I like outside trips, so that's probably why he put his leg back. Here, so he's basically in a front, well now in a side turtle, and I'm keeping my arm pinched close to my torso so he can't get access to get a seatbelt because I know that he loves to do a back take from here. So this is really interesting. He knows he can't get it, so he switches to something else. Now from this cradle position, you can do an arm bar or he has the options of doing an arm bar or switching to leg attacks, which is why I triangle my legs, and you see my near side arm? Oh, we're gonna tuck that in too. In Jiu-Jitsu, you need to keep your enemies close and your elbows closer. So you can see right here, he goes in for leg attacks, but because I had that figure four to start with, that's what makes the leg attacks more difficult to get. So anytime somebody's trying to do any type of leg lock attacks, you can figure four, and then also you saw I hip heisted to get my hip off of the ground. And then you can see how he posts, because anytime that you have somebody has a leg lock on you, it exposes their back. So think back attacks when somebody's trying to leg lock you. And here is something super interesting, okay? This is his sweep. This is the money maker sweep right here. And look, he needs control of my leg in order to keep me on the ground. So I high step it. I mean, I've been taking yoga, okay? By any means necessary. So now that he doesn't have control of that leg, I can drive forward. And I know he's gonna try to sweep me backward again. Okay, I know this is his game. This is what he does. So this is what I am doing right here. I step out. Do you see that? I step out in order to shift my leg. Because if you're shoveling, let's say snow, if the snow is way far out, it's going to be heavier, as opposed to if you have a shorter lever, the weight on the lever, on the end of the lever, gets heavier if the lever is longer. So you can see the levers of Jiu-Jitsu working right here. And what he did to counteract that was he started to attack my arm. And when somebody has you in a mirror lock, one defense, if you can't pull it out, which I couldn't, is to get a really deep underhook, because they can't mirror lock you with a really deep underhook. However, once you get the really deep underhook, guess what happens? My center of weight was closer to him, which allowed for the sweep. Welcome to Jiu-Jitsu. So again, if you go on BJJ Fanatics, you can just search like Nate Morrison sweep, and you're going to find his instructional on BJJ Fanatics. And here is a very nice cross face. You can see his left arm is cross facing my face. And of course, in order to escape this, one way to escape is to be able to look towards them. That way you can hip out. But your spine likes to be in alignment. And when you're being cross-faced, your body's gonna wanna go in the direction of where you're looking. So right here, this is the best part of this whole roll. Look at this. I am going for a double leg here. And typically, look at this foot right here. Typically, I'm able to back step out, but because of that foot, see how I have my arm on his like far side knee? Like this would have been a great double leg had it not been for his sweeps. See, look, do you see how he puts his leg, he laces the leg inside and does that same backward sweep off of me angling in the dogfight position to get a double leg from turtle, he turns that into a sweep. And of course, you know, I'm trying to get top position here. And anytime that you're going to drive into them, you know, because typically when you're doing any type of pressure pass, you're trying to drive in to get some sort of diagonal control. And when you get that diagonal control, he then loves to back sweep. And here's another back sweep. It's technically a butterfly sweep, but typically for butterfly sweeps, you are sweeping, if you're the sweeper, you're sweeping them forward and they're going on their backs. But he likes to do the opposite and basically sweep you in the opposite direction, which makes it so difficult to defend, especially if you're seeing it for the first time. And I've seen it plenty of times. It's still hard to defend when you get that good of timing. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Definitely, you know, rewatch if you want to see the sweeps, because I made sure I had the sweeps on repeat. All right, until next time, keep on training. Love you, bye.